Hello, dear students. We will continue our lectures of third year BSc Geology, semester 6. So, we have these 6 theory courses and these 3 practical courses for this academic year 2020-21. Among these 6 courses, I will teach you 6 JUICE 605 research methodology course. This is skill enhancement course or skill based course and having credits 3 hours per week, 3 total teaching hours required for this course is 45 and 60-40 pattern is always there as usual. 40 marks will be from the internal college assessment and 60 marks from the university assessment. So these are the total credits and marks or credits and teaching hours of the course. So like this discipline specific courses are 4 JUICE 601 to JUICE 604, that is study of leech and calotis, means non-coded and coded, chick embryology second course, applied geology third course, and microtechnique is the fourth course. So these are the 4 courses and the credit is as usual what I have told you about this research methodology same. Then DSC elective course, this is discipline elective course or elective course should be anyone from these two options are given here, bioinformatics and sericulture. So I think we have selected this sericulture for you. This is best and simple course for easy understanding, and then practical courses are there as usual. 7, 8 and 9, 3 courses are there. Of them I will teach you about research methodology. This course JU 605, the skill based course. You must have a skill of any knowledge, you must have a skill of any subject, from knowledge to the skill, and therefore this course is here for your development, personal development in the subject. So research methodology, why this course is here for you? Because you have to prepare one project or how to do research is very important, that you have to carry out also in next year or MSc classes. After MSc, if you would like to do MPhil or PhD or any kind of research, then this course will be very applicable and very valuable for you. It will be a master guideline for you. Therefore, this course is here for your syllabus. Now, we will study this course through 5 to 7 chapters. Of them, unit number 1 or chapter number 1, topic number 1 is definition, introduction and scientific approach of the research. So in this topic or unit, we have to study all the topics, that is meaning of research, methodology and important characters, then objectives of research, then motivation in research, types of research, significance of research, research methods versus methodology, research and scientific methods, research methods in flow charts, then various steps of research process, criteria of good research and need of research in developing countries. For the development of country, this one is very important and this one is needed to study the systematic, either any subject, either any topic, either any industry, or wherever the research is needed. This subject, this guideline is very important. So among introduction, we will see research is commonly known to be search for knowledge. So search for knowledge regarding to any subject or topic, So here we have to study search for knowledge in the subject geology, and there are so many disciplines in geology. You can select any one discipline among them, either entomology or physiology. So many subjects are there, chordates, non-chordates, embryology, likewise. So you can select your topic of interest, and then you can continue to do the research. First of all, you have to collect the data, whatever the work you are selected. Research is an art of scientific search for specific information regarding the subject or topic you have selected. Then research is actually useful for defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing, and evaluating data, finding out conclusion and testing of conclusions, and further testing the conclusion whether they fit into formulating hypothesis or not. And in present economy research activity is a part and parcel for each and everyone's systematic knowledge. The economy is country if country is controlled by several factors, that is population size, industrial activities, agricultural activities, policies of a government, culture of the people, educational system, then infrastructure facilities, etc. And in the process of satisfying the basic need, that is food, shelter and clothing, the pupils engage themselves in various activities such as agriculture, housing and textile industry. Research has now become an integral and essential part of everyone. It is true fact that no academic organization would progress without sufficient advancement in terms of latest research activities. So, scientific approach. Scientific approach is applicable for theory and practice of the research. It is only a tool which is useful for self-correcting ongoing applications, applicable research ideas to everyone. In scientific approach, all assumptions must be critically examined. Arguments from authority are worthless, and in scientific approach, whatever is inconsistent with the facts must be discarded or revised. Means the work which is consistent only with your scientific approach regarding your subject is to be maintained here, otherwise it should be discarded. Then research is a systematic activity directed towards the discovery and development of an organized body of the knowledge, or research is careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge, or research is manipulation of things, concepts or symbols for the purpose of generalizing, to extend, to correct or to versify knowledge, whether that knowledge aims at the construction of the theory or the practice of the art. The base of any research is observation. According to some people, research is movement from unknown to known. It is actually a voyage of discovery. So voyage of discovery is nothing but the research, we can say, because whenever you start to work for finding anything regarding your subject, that may be known to the people or unknown to the people. If everything is totally unknown to the peoples, then this may be the discovery, and therefore this is actually a voyage of discovery. First point, first topic, meaning of research, research methodology and important characters. Research is a careful and scientific inquiry into every subject. This is common for research. This is a careful and scientific inquiry into every subject matter or area, and this is useful for to discover valuable information which would be useful for the further application. Research is a process of systematic and depth study or search of any scientific to subject or area of investigation. Then research may involve scientific study or experiments and result in discovery and invention which would increase in scientific development, decision making. The research would result in the formulation of new theories, discovery new techniques, and improvement in old concept or knowledge of an existing concept, methods, or techniques. With the help of research, we may develop a hypothesis, test it, then there cannot be any research which does not increase in knowledge or in scientific information in any branch of science, arts, commerce, engineering, medical, facts. Research is an art of scientific investigation. Then, what are the objectives of research? The purpose of research is to discover answers to questions. Through the application or applicable scientific procedures, the main aim of research is to find out the truth which is hidden, which has not been discovered as yet. Each research study has its own specific parameters, and there are following research objectives. So, objectives of research, meaning of research means to find out something new which is not known to the prior prior to this time to the peoples. And objectives is the purpose or to find out the truth behind the work what you are selected for carrying it out. The characteristics are: one, to gain familiarity with a phenomenon or to achieve new insights into it. What are the new insights in the subject that has to be found out? To portray accurately the characteristic of a particular individual situation, or to determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which it assesses with something else. To test a hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables, that is hypothesis or hypothesis research studies. To search about truth and revise the present principles. To find out the solution for the problems. So these are the characteristics. Then motivation in research. एखाद्याला संशोधनासाठी प्रवृत्त करणे. The possible motives for doing research are: पहिलं, number one, desire to get a research degree along with its consequential benefits. PhDची म्हणा किंवा MPhilची म्हणा किंवा तत्सम डिग्री मिळवण्यासाठी तुम्हाला मोटिवेट केलं जातं, पहिली गोष्ट. आणि त्याचे लाभ, कारण काही आता नोकरीला लागण्यासाठी नेट सेट नसेल तर PhDवाल्याला घेतात बुवा. तर असं हा एक कन्सेप्ट आहे. डिझायर म्हणजे इच्छा असणे, बरं का. टू फेस द चॅलेंजेस इन सॉल्विंग द अनरिझॉल्व प्रॉब्लेम. जगामध्ये अनेक प्रॉब्लेम्स असे आहेत जे अजूनपर्यंत सुटलेले नाहीत, तिथे सोडवण्याची इच्छा असणे मनापासून, तर त्याच्यातून सुद्धा संशोधन होत असतं. डिझायर टू गेट इंटेलेक्च्युअल जॉय ऑफ डुईंग सम क्रिएटिव्ह वर्क. काहीतरी नवीन काम करण्यासाठी, काहीतरी नवीन बौद्धिक काम करण्यासाठी चे आनंद मिळवणं हा सुद्धा एक संशोधनाचा भाग आहे, रिसर्चचा भाग आहे. डिझायर टू बी सर्व्हिस टू सोसायटी. सोसायटीसाठी एक सर्व्हिस पण आहे, कारण आपण जे काही संशोधन करतो ते जगासाठी किंवा समाजासाठी कामाचे असते. डिझायर टू बी रिस्पेक्टेड इन अ सोसायटी and directives of the government, employment conditions, etc. are important more doing research work. So these are the motivations for research. So one can do research with these desires or will if he has. There are number of important factors which are essential for doing research studies, that is government policy, recruitment of the employees, marketing, curiosity about new things, social thinking, awakening, etc. Now, fourth topic is types of research. What kind of research? Actually, these topics we have already studied in the classroom while lectures were started in the month of February. But for the newcomers and also revision for you, those who have already presented the those who were already present during these lectures, and this is revision for them. Okay. So types of research: first, descriptive versus analytical research. It includes survey and fact finding inquiries of different kinds. म्हणजे सर्वे करायचा आणि फॅक्ट शोधण्यासाठी जी सर्वे करायचा, माहिती घ्यायची, इन्क्वायरी करायची, तपास करायचा, हे झालं डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह रिसर्च. The major purpose of descriptive research is description of the state of affairs as it exists at present. And the main feature in this method is that the research has to control over the varieties or variables they can report, and what has happened or what is happening has to be reported. Then survey methods of all kinds, including comparative and correlative methods, and are important methods of research which are utilized in descriptive types of research. And second, analytical research. In this type of research, the researcher has to use the facts or information already available and analyze this to make a critical evaluation of the materials. Means here you have to describe about something, and here you have to do analysis of the work done already carried out by somebody. So this is the first method. Second method, applied versus fundamental. So applied, it deals with testing and existing facts or laws and theories along with its development. And this type of research is undertaken to solve an immediate practical problem, and the goal of adding to scientific knowledge is secondary. Applied and fundamental. Applied means actually whenever we get direct benefit from the process is applied research. This is simple method. And in fundamental, it is also known as basic type of research, but it is mainly concerned with the generalization and with the formulation of the theory. So therefore this is fundamental kind of research, and it does not actually produce result of immediate practical value. It aims at discovery of knowledge for the sake of knowledge. Fundamental research is usually carried out in laboratory in animal study. Research concerning taxonomical classification of bacterial species by DNA homology studies is an example of fundamental research. आता बॅक्टेरिया भरपूर आहेत, हजारो प्रकारच्या बॅक्टेरिया आहेत, परंतु त्यांच्या DNA वरनं आपल्याला कळतं की ही बॅक्टेरिया वेगळी आहे. मग हे काम करणं म्हणजे फंडामेंटल रिसर्च. हे अति महत्त्वाचे संशोधन. थर्ड टाइप ऑफ research, qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative research is based on the measurement of quantity. Quantitative research is based on the measurement of quantity, and qualitative research is based on the quality. So, or we can say amount, quantity or amount. Milk yield in different breeds of cows over a period of time refers to quantitative research. एखाद्या गाई म्हशींनी दिलेल्या दुधाचे उत्पादन हे क्वांटिटेटिव्ह रिसर्चमध्ये येईल. अँड इट इज ॲप्लिकेबल टू द फेनॉमिनन दॅट कॅन बी एक्सप्रेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वांटिटी. म्हणजे किती प्रमाणामध्ये दूध दिलं या गाईने, त्याला क्वांटिटेटिव्ह म्हणायचं. आणि क्वालिटेटिव्ह म्हणजे इट इज कॉन्सर्न विथ द क्वालिटी, दॅट इज फेनॉमिनन रिलेटिंग टू और इन्व्हॉल्विंग क्वालिटी और काइंड. एक्झाम्पल, क्वालिटीज ऑफ मिल्क लाईक फ्लेवर, कलर. When they are interested in investigating a reason for human behavior, we quite often of motivating research, an important type of qualitative research. तर त्याची क्वालिटी, त्याच्या दुधाची क्वालिटी काय आहे, त्याचे कलर कसा आहे, त्याचा फ्लेवर कसा आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये फॅट्सचं प्रमाण किती आहे, प्रोटीनचे प्रमाण किती आहे, या सगळ्या क्वालिटीज तपासणं म्हणजे क्वालिटेटिव्ह रिसर्च. आणि किती दूध दिलं कोणत्या गाईने हे क्वांटिटेटिव्ह रिसर्च. सिम्पल. एक दुधाचं उदाहरण घेतलं आपण तर डेअरी सायन्समध्ये. 4. फोर्थ टाईप, कन्सेप्च्युअल वर्सेस एम्पिरिकल रिसर्च. Conceptual research, it is that related to some abstract ideas or theory, and it is generally used by philosophers or thinkers to develop a new concept or to reinterpret existing data. Empirical research, on other hand, empirical research relies on experiments, observations alone, often without due regard for the system or theory. It is data-based research coming up with conclusions which are capable of being verified by observations and experiments. We can also call it experimental type of research. Empirical research appropriate when proof is found with certain variables that affect other variables in other way, or evidences gained through experiments or empirical studies is considered to be the powerful support for given hypothesis. So these are about the conceptual and empirical research. Significance of research. All progress born because of the inquiry. एखाद्या गोष्टीबद्दल आपल्याला माहिती मिळाली की त्याच्या पुढे काय, ते कसं, का, याचा सगळा तपास करणं म्हणजे त्याचे महत्त्व निर्माण करणं. किंवा डाऊट असेल आहे आपल्याला एखाद्या गोष्टीबद्दल तर तो सॉल्व करणं, तो सॉल्व होऊ शकतो, आपला प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व होऊ शकतो. त्यानंतर इन्क्वायरी नीड्स टू इन्व्हेन्शन. एखाद्या गोष्टीबद्दल खूप इन्क्वायरी केली आपण की इन्व्हेन्शन म्हणजे शोध लागून जातो डायरेक्ट, हे कसं ते कसं. सर हे त्याचे सिग्निफिकन्स आहे संशोधनाच्या. कारण आपण एखाद्या गोष्टीचा पाठलाग केला की याच्यामध्ये काय आहे, त्याच्यामागे काय आहे, त्याच्यामागे काय आहे, तर हे असं शोधणं. वेन एनी प्रिव्हियस सायंटिस्ट गिवन रेफरन्स ऑफ एनी इन्व्हेन्शन देन द सिग्निफिकन्स ऑफ रिसर्च कॅन बी वेल अंडरस्टूड. म्हणजे एखाद्या गोष्टीचा एखाद्या व्यक्तीने शोध लावून ठेवलेला आहे आणि त्याने रेफरन्स देऊन ठेवला आहे किंवा असं असं आहे, तर मग पुढचं संशोधन करणं आपल्याला सोपं जातं. हा एक सिग्निफिकन्सचा महत्त्व. म्हणून प्रत्येकाने संशोधन करायचं आणि त्या वर्षी आपलं संशोधनाचं नाव कंसामध्ये वर्ष टाकून ते नोंदवायचं. म्हणजे पुढच्या येणाऱ्याला हे कळतं की मागच्या वर्षापर्यंत इतकं संशोधन झालेलं आहे. हे सिग्निफिकन्स पण आहे. अशा अनेक गोष्टी आहेत. आपण आज इथं आपला टॉपिक इथं संपवूया. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आपण नेक्स्ट पिरियडला घेऊया.